So here we have the BMW 120i M Sport on an 18 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see that it's a 5-door car with M Sport alloys and those tinted windows. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. So as we approach the boot, you'll notice we've got reversing sensors. This particular M Sport is the Shadow Edition version, which means it's got darkened front lamps, which I'll show you when we head back round to the front of the car, but also these darkened tailpipes. They would normally be chrome, and the rear lights are also darkened. You'll see there's plenty of boot space as well, along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat. So we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. From the outside you can see it's in splendid condition the whole way round. If we approach these front lights, you'll see that the section within the glass is darkened. That is again part of the Shadow Edition. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's while we're seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, so now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left hand side we have the speedometer and fuel gauge, and on the right hand side the rev counter. You can see the total miles on this car are 920. The information that's displayed above that can be changed using a button on the end of the indicator stalk for various different bits of fuel economy information, or if you wish to, you can leave it on that digital readout for the speedometer just there. If we wait a few seconds, that will take over the majority of that section of the screen, as you can see. If we back out to the steering wheel, on the left hand side we have cruise control and speed limiter, and on the right hand side we have stereo controls as well as voice activation for the phone. So hit that button, ask it to dial any one of your contacts list, and it can do that for you without you having to take your phone from your bag or pocket. That is of course once you've paired up your phone, and that is done using the screen in the center here. So this is BMW's business nav. It's very easy to use. Everything that you can see me doing here by way of movement is all being done using the iDrive system, which is essentially this dial. Twisting this will take us through the various options. So as I twist it now, you'll see it moving up there. We can select things by pushing this down. This also moves to the right, left, up and down, as you can see, and that becomes relevant in certain menus. You can access some of the menus directly from here. We're on the main menu now, for example. So if we wanted to pair a phone, we would go to communication, press the button down and do that from there. When it comes to music, this car's got DAB radio, FM, AM, a CD player, Bluetooth audio, so once you pair up your phone you can make and receive phone calls obviously, but you'll also be able to stream your music wirelessly, and we've got USB input on top of that. If we press the menu button, we'll go back to the main menu. You'll see this car has got satellite navigation. There's a full video showing the satellite navigation working on our website, but basically your main menu for route guidance is just here, and I access that by jogging that dial over to the left. When you're done, you can jog it back to the right and you'll open up your map. You can use the dial to zoom in and out of the map from here as well. Really easy system to use. As I say, there's a full video showing this on our website and on our Facebook page. Below that we have the CD player and then the air conditioning. So to turn the air conditioning on, just turn on the fans and you can go up and down with the fans from here. Select your temperature with this dial, hit that button to turn the air conditioning on, or hit auto and the car will maintain, in this case, 20 degrees by taking control of the fan speed itself, and you can override that at any point in time you wish to. Below that we have 2 cup holders and a 12-volt charging socket, the 6-speed manual gearbox, and to the right hand side of that we have these buttons. So this is all to do with changing the driver setup on the car. So we're in comfort mode at the moment, which is the normal everyday driving mode, but we can put the car in sport and it will tell us up here that we've done so. We can also put it in Sport Plus, and we can put it in Eco. Eco Pro, as BMW call it. So with the sport mode, for example, over and above comfort, you are essentially making the power steering firmer, so it feels sportier, and the accelerator pedal will react quicker to what you do. Sport Plus is exactly the same, but it's limiting the amount of traction control that the car has to give it even sportier feel. Or you can put it in comfort, which is everyday driving, or Eco Pro is essentially the direct opposite of sport mode. You can, in any of these modes, turn off the traction control completely by pressing that button just there. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.